Howdy, Captain Sunny Waffles here. This game was taken from a live stream where I did a post show after my appearance on the Sensphere, and I continue to talk about Doctor Who, the most recent episode, The Well. I was also reacting to a video and playing a Pokemon Auto Chess game. I guess this is kind of like Destiny style. I don't watch Destiny, but I understand he talks about like stuff and plays games at the same time. And I think he debates people and play games at the same time. Whatever. I want to apologize for how I talked in this live because I my mic is pretty bad and it's just bad when I talk. If I talk too loud or too close to the mic, I get a bunch of feedback. But it's audible. I ended up top oneing and the team looks immaculate. I also looked into commissioning Shablov into making the thumbnail. So if he made the thumbnail for this video, thank you. And into the gameplay. Every three of a kind gives you an upgrade. This is interesting. Let's try it. If I do this, I should make more money. Every three of a kind give you upgrade. There's synergies. It's a very interesting game. I now have 4 water types. Let's see if Aaron wins this 1v2. No, he's gonna lose to 2 rats. This is terrible. Yes, yes. And then the beginning of the game is almost the most important part. We take this actually. That's pretty good. If I combine these 2 items, you can combine items to make stronger items. This game is so complex. Take this guy for now, and then we'll lock this. It's kind of like TF2. If you ever played TF2, I've never played TF2, but apparently it's kind of like that. Hmm. You got 2 Squirtles. And a spoon is it's a pretty good item. I'm gonna level up here because I have that much money. Roll once for good luck. Put these clowns in. When you have 3 water types, you can fish. So now after every round, I'm gonna be collecting fish. Let's make some stronger items. Okay. That's pretty good. Right, alright, let's get back to the cope. Now we have time, we can get back to the cope.
Girl, Alice, he wasn't doing that, he was advising another one.
Absolutely. In other words, you can't say anything at all about someone in front of their face for fear of upsetting them. It's nonsense. He was just advising Belinda to be careful. We don't know the full story regarding this character, apparently because she's from the disabled community. That was he trod over the line there. I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. But then again, I don't live in there.
He said the sign language line was awful. Only one of them was. When it was natural, I saw that Who's Voo's was live. I did see that. Based Dolly Goat. I think I'm gonna check them out later. I might put them on like right after I finish this. I just want to know if they're coping or not about the episode. I assume everybody's sweeping for this episode, dude. I did not enjoy this episode one bit. Not for one moment, man. Look at that. I fished up 3. Now he evolved. Now I need 3 war turtles to evolve him again. Which is 6 more Squirtles.
Their world.
I mean, Michelle, when I did the Who Night stream last night, there were some people in the thread and they said, "Oh no, I really loved that moment. I loved the Doctor's signing to her, and that was lovely, and you know that sort of thing." Obviously, that's not the point John's making. It's a separate one, isn't it? But where do you stand on it, Michelle?
And Rachel's gonna give a base take here. Watch this. Watch this base take.
I have no problems with the character. This is not the first time they've had a death.
Oh, she said Michelle. I don't know why I heard Rachel.
Character on Doctor Who, and I think it's beautiful that the Doctor did know how to sign, because that was something that seemed very doctorish, that you would know how to communicate. My thing is like, why are they criticizing Belinda for not knowing sign language when they're living in a world that has a machine that you can just push a button and the words come across on screen? Or I'm sure they could also have like a person signing, like AI or something. So the idea of like, well, you don't know how to sign language. How dare you? Well, no one else did either. They all pushed their little buttons on, and they had the wonderful transport,
Yeah.
That's kind of base. That's kind of base. Look, every line is a freaking hypocrite with this show, man. That's why I really hated it. Like, just on itself, she was like, well, nobody else is doing sign language. But it's against the law for Belinda, right? Stone. If I get another one, I can like run a really cool water team. We're only at 5. This is rough. I need to go to water 6. You need 3 waters or 6 waters. No in betweens. But yeah, every line in this show is a freaking contradictory mess.
So why is it there then?
That's odd. Now, if they lived in a world where everybody knew sign language and they didn't, that would be wait a minute, you're not from our world. But we've already got the programs to help communicate in this world.
We're going 6.
I mean, that's the point. Technology makes people lazy in lots of different ways, and that might have been one of them in the future.
I would think like maybe sign language by then may have been completely, we're thousands of years in the future, maybe completely gone, because everybody can just whoop, and have AI come and say what you're saying.
I mean, Paul, Rachel, do you find this was?
I'm still a water type short.
Every week.
Oh, I have a water stone. Damn it! I could have went 6.
I've got my issues coming up. But did you have anything to contribute on sign language?
It's not the worst. It's not the worst message they could have given. I don't.
You think there's a hint of Stockholm syndrome? Brendan was a good stream tonight. It usually is, but I think there was a hint of Stockholm syndrome from some. I'm not surprised. I mean, if I watched season 1, 2. As well, I should say, I think I would have some Stockholm syndrome. Like, I would be sweeping for this season. I would be like, guys, this is good stuff. But because I'm only 4 episodes in, this is my season 1 of the new era, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, we're definitely rising. The stocks are rising, but I don't know, it's nowhere close to where it should be. I guess we're running man type. This is a really cool unit. And it's a baby. That's baby 5. It's baby 5. You're garbage. You're dead to me. Now I have 5 babies in. Man time. Probably go with these. Let's do that. Alright, now that I'm baby 5, and then we're gonna go water 6, so I don't need these magic herbs. I'll get an egg, which is really good.
Immigrants trying to supplant people from their own countries, or people who would aspire
And
to be
then
biological
we'll win.
and want all that entails. At least these are people who are naturally disadvantaged, who might benefit perhaps from more people being able to seamlessly communicate with them. So on that basis, it's not the worst message that they could have put across. and I didn't find that it took me out of the episode. I didn't get annoyed by it as much as I have for previous messages of the nature I've just described.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I already found this.
Yeah,
And it's
I've got no
Fury.
issue with the doctor signing. I have no issues or qualms about that whatsoever. I don't like the virtue signaling.
I think
of
we're
it
done.
being
I don't need any
made
more
in
eggs.
law.
I
do
think I'm
think
done. I should have kept
it
that
is
one, maybe.
Something, though, he is right. You know, that it's something that perhaps we could all.
Just put Remoraid in, and then it evolves gnome,
All right.
and then
Was
I
that me?
take...
Okay, I just malfunctioned.
I know that too.
Just turn to a
take
dog,
this.
everybody.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
Paul's
just.
dog. Paul's dog.
Chapic's pretty
Okay.
good. It's
Right.
wild.
So I
which
just
matches
think
with
it's
this.
something that can be taught as part of the school curricula, because if you look up taking sign language lessons here in the UK, they are so expensive if you want to learn how to communicate with BSL or SSE or Makaton. And, you know, so he's not wrong, but it doesn't need to be law. I can
Well, no.
sign some BSL.
It's just nonsense, right? Talking about it should be law because so the nurse's job is to provide medical treatment, right? Medical care, nothing to do with sign language. Like, is it a bonus? Sure. Should she get a little extra in her pay if she knows sign language? Maybe, if she can argue it, right? Or if you can argue it. But it's just virtue signaling to be like, we should make it into a law. Like, you're a politician. You write Doctor Who.
I know mostly Makaton, and I know people that know SSE, so
The last thing I want as a British taxpayer is RTD to start giving ideas for having to increase the wage of everybody because of their training on this, that, and the other, because he wants to make an inclusive message in a program that's only on the air for 45 minutes.
I just think it would be nice that it would be.
Let's
taught
give it
in
to
schools,
Remoraid.
because it's just
Let's
so
give it the box to
expensive.
Remoraid.
Well, yeah.
And I do know a lot of
Same
people
thing,
who
you know,
would like to be able to sign.
I was gonna
He
give
had
it a
the presence of mind, though, he had the
polyraph,
presence of-
Oh, hold on. There seems to be a bit of overlap. Go on, Paul.
He had the presence of mind to make the message and the story one and the same, so he
Nice.
could deliver on both.
Nice.
And I think
Who
I think
took
that
my
matters,
idol?
and I think it was a good
The
decision.
Shuppet.
The
Like
only-
Oh,
I
that
say,
sucks.
it didn't strike me as being too overt, and it was relevant. I found it easy to tolerate.
The
He
only
found
thing
it
that I wish
easy to
that
tolerate.
they had done more consistently is kept the signing going throughout.
Exactly. Like it was that. That's my point, though. You can't hear me well? Nice. But that's my point, though. Like, it wasn't part of the episode. It had nothing to do with it. It was just window dressing to say, look, I'm a good writer, I think. Like, look, I'm a good I'm a good boy. Like, shouldn't that have played into the monster? Into the it had nothing to do with it. And then at the end, when the doctor shoots all the he didn't shoot it. He had the lady shoot the pipes. I don't even understand what that did. Like, that just makes no sense.
Rather than just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Right, just for the avoidance of doubt, Brendan, I am absolutely quite happy with signing taking place in Doctor. That wasn't the point of my burning issue. The burning issue is the fact that they introduced a 21st century point about nurses, as far as I was concerned, which Belinda happened to agree with. The fact that they were not doing the job properly by not knowing sign. That was the point that I think that this production team overstepped themselves. Come the day that everybody in the production team of Doctor Who Bad Wolf can sign, I'll take lessons from them then.
Right, well,
I don't know what
other
I'm doing.
burning issues, so we'll keep going. This one is shared by Rachel and Michelle, which is the sequel to Midnight, whether that's appropriate, whether it worked.
If only it was a sequel to Midnight. Like, it's a sequel in name only. Is it really a sequel? Like, I guess, but I got another stone. Boy, I'm about to pop off. I guess Skywater. I don't need him to be watery yet. It's definitely Stockholm Syndrome. When you get a year of just garbage stories, and this is after Chibnall, you get a year of garbage stories, and then you get a story that's digestible, that's not like cringing at you every, making you cringe every minute. The only reason I didn't like it, it was just boring. Like, who's having fun with this episode? It was so boring. Midnight was fun because it was a base under siege. Like, we don't like base under sieges anymore? They're really good. I can make money. Actually, I'm gonna make punching glove. Probably should have made green orb. Oh man, why? I should have put the punching glove on the Mantine. I don't know anybody who was having fun. Oh, I needed that. I needed that really bad. I don't know. I mean, people say they were having fun, but they have to say that, right? Right? Don't they have to say that? I think that's a shiny charm. You need to operate the same way it did previously? Yeah, exactly. Like, it wasn't really the Midnight entity, was it? Like, I call it the entity. Because if it was, like, why was it so different? I guess you suck. Oh, man. Need backline. Get rid of you. We're gonna get artillery soon. This is gonna be good. Artillery is so rare. Most people never play this thing. This guy. And they never have the opportunity to. Oh no. I should have put the punching glove on this thing. There he is! This is my first time playing this thing. This is so cool. The special, the user, he does special damage and then he blinds everything. It's pretty cool. Just make him shiny. If it was a real sequel to Midnight, my only point is it would have been a base under siege. That just would have made the entire story like better. And I guess you can argue it's a base under siege, but a base under siege doesn't have 3 different locations outside. It doesn't make sense. This is a different race and not human. I find it strange. They were all multi-ethnic, as in Earth humans. That was also weird. I guess the good parts of the episode are literally one lines and like less than a minute of time. I'm losing. How am I losing? We can't pivot to wilds. There's no way, right? We could play fighting with the water bias. There was virtually no tension. The dialogue would spoil any atmosphere created. 100%. The lack of tension is what killed me, man. Cause I'm like, dude, there's just no way. No, 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 no! I needed that really bad. I needed that portal in particular really bad. Do I have to play fighting? I don't see any other way out. Four, five. We're at Warter 6 right now. That's crazy. Good to you. Oh no, I should have given it to you. Dude, I'm messing up all of my items. I'm actually just messing up every single item. I should have gave that to the polygraph that I'm about to make. Like, at any point, did you really think anybody was gonna die in this episode? I have memory. There's no space for you. I just don't have the fighting type. We need Oshawott. Oh my god. What are you doing to me? I have to keep fishing. This thing's really good though, it's cracked. Who thought anybody was gonna die in this episode? Even when Belinda got shot, I was only watching now to be like, is there gonna be any consequence to anybody in this episode? That would be awesome. Nope. Oh my gosh, why is everybody so strong? Yeah, the doctor and Belinda, no. Bald. Oh my god, this is awful. That's interesting. There's more. 10, 16. That's pretty good. I have to put this guy in. At least no cats were extinguished. No cats died in the first episode, technically. I didn't see a cat. Get out of my life forever. It's pretty good. I needed that so bad, man. I mean, so bad. I need him in the front line. Huh? I need you in the front line. In case I fish it. Actually, he don't have to be there yet, I guess. I found it at the last second, man. Wow. I guess it don't matter. Oh, we're so dead. So dead. I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dead. Again. Oshawott. Wait, I just have to hope it's enough. I just have to hope it's enough. Yeah, I think I fit. So all the characters are cannon fodder. That's all I'm learning. Dee Dee. All the characters are cannon fodder in this show. That's the only thing I'm learning. Mana scarf. Rocky helmet. We have to rely on Embor to punch through everything. I don't want this. This might be my last round. I might die here. It could all be over. It's over. Yes! For him! I don't know. It was so death for death's sake. People just died at the end for no reason. And I guess it's gonna come back, right?
So we have our two sacrifices on
60
screen here.
episodes.
Neither of them look like the Doctor. In both episodes, the Doctor's so lucky that somebody else decides they just want to give their life away. Shocking, really. But anyway, Michelle, you're not happy, are you?
No, it's like not happy, but it's like wasn't needed. That's what I'm looking at this era. Wasn't needed. That what
Dude,
was
come on,
2 years
guys.
ago?
Come on, guys. Fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Do damage. Fight.
It kind of seems to me that RTD1
Let's
is
go.
a little too attached. RTD2, excuse me, is too attached to RTD1. And if we're supposed to be bringing in new people and bringing it around.
And RTD1 sucked. Allegedly. I'll get this.
The world. It just seems a little odd that he keeps having throwbacks to 15-year-old episodes that people may not be familiar with or have been watching a long while. It just seems like he's not confident in his own abilities to move forward, so he's constantly calling back to the past, which just seems, again, it shows a writer out of ideas. And I think it could have worked perfectly as a base under siege, the classic Doctor Who trope, and it didn't have to be the creature from midnight.
Okay, Rachel?
Yeah, pretty much what Michelle said. And it doesn't, this story didn't need to be unbottled. Once you start unbottling, how far do you take it? It gets to the point where like limbs start falling off.
Yay, we're winning, we're
in many
winning.
respects. You know,
I'm
and
top
I
two.
do
I'm
feel
second
like
place right
as an
now.
afterthought as well.
Now, I know on my stream last
I just
night,
need
Rachel,
Jack
you saw me
Mo.
show this theory about the split. Yeah? And
Yeah,
you looked
yeah.
as though you seemed quite happy about that. You liked that as an idea.
I can't remember what it was now.
It was so I've got here that it's part of a trilogy. You've
Wow.
got Midnight, then the Well, then Wild Bill Yonder. At the end of the Well, it says
can't
there's
even
4
use
life
this.
forms in that airlock when there's only 3 people, but we know the life form is attached to Belinda. And then
yes.
it talks about the entity discovered the concept of life forms splitting into 2
Yeah.
from the 15's memories of my generation.
That's right, because it implies that Shea takes down the life form, but then it also implies that that
That's
life
open.
form is also on the ship, wherever it is that they are, right? Because it escaped. Because I made a mistake yesterday when I was watching it. I thought it said that there was only allowed to be 6 people in the area that they were.
This is
and
so
that there was 4
tough.
people left. I didn't realize it was the escape pod that was maximum 6 people.
This is so tough.
I didn't realize that until much later. I was looking after my niece, so I was slightly distracted.
Well, it's like I still missed a few lines. John reminded me of, and I'd watched it twice.
Let's go,
Oh,
I'm
look at them
winning.
all wanting desperately to come in here on this.
They're not desperately, but the point I'd like to make is that ending was purposefully open. It was ambiguous. There were 2 options, really. One was that the creature was either vanquished or incapacitated.
I guess we don't need. I need Fury though. I need one more Fury mon if I'm gonna put
The
him
thing
in.
that really came back up from that planet was preconception, suggestibility, paranoia. There was
Could also
might
just
not have been
level up,
anything
maybe.
there. There's nothing to say that it actually escaped. So it could be either way. Lots of sort of shows in the past that I grew up watching have left things open like that. So it's not necessary that the
Dee-dong.
thing escaped at all. It's just a
Let's
suggestion
go,
of it,
dude.
and
This
that's
team
what
is awesome.
The profound thread running through this story is. It's about
There is no doctor outfit. That is true. But I guess the only good thing so far about the first 3 episodes is the doctor's wearing pants the whole time. Except for like the very beginning. But he's on a pan streak, dude. He is on a real pan streak. Can't take that away from him. I actually just don't need this, by the way. Dude, my team's so good. I can't believe I pulled this out. I won. I won with artillery.
be suggested to people, how they react, how they overreact. So there's not necessarily anything to say that that creature escaped.
This is you have no idea. Nobody knows this game, so you don't know how rare this is. To even get this mon in general is really rare. To win with it is actually like YouTube worthy. There's only one other game on YouTube where somebody won with this mon in first place. I think you're supposed to use wild. I use fighting water. This team is cracked, dude. It looks beautiful. It looks so good. This team's better than all of the well. Cha-ching. I do like the Jaffa color one, so there's something I like. He can be caged. Got to trap his booty. This is a family stream. My biggest anger of the show is his outfit. Yeah, me too. Not really. My biggest anger with the show is the fact that the story is nonsensical and it's not going anywhere.